to our online lecture session. Okay, in last few lectures we have started grammar section. Okay, in which we have completed some of the 3 lessons. In the previous one we had started lesson plan number 4a that we have already completed, that is transitive and intransitive verbs, and I had given some of the questions for writing answers. So first we are going to check the model's answers of the same, and after that we are going to check one short topic, that is active and passive voice. Okay, so that you will be able to write one question set in which there are some questions based on active and passive voice. So let's begin here. Question set number 1 to 5 model answers. So last time the question was, the first question, you are supposed you're supposed to write this: identify the transitive verbs and their objects, write them in your notebook. Here you are supposed to write them in your notebook. Jane was sitting in her room with spots when she saw something moving, okay, in the bushes outside her window. She ran outside and discovered a tiny kitten all alone in the bushes. Spots began to lick the kitten as Jane was looking for a cloth to wrap it in. So from this short stanza, which is all about this kitty, you have to find out transitive verb and their objects. So the answers are, okay, so the simple answer is saw something, okay, which is transitive verb, discovered a tiny kitten, licked the kitten, looking a cloth, okay, looking a cloth. Here this saw something is there, saw, which is a verb, something is their object, discovered, okay, a tiny kitten is an object. Here transitive verb is there, lick is a transitive verb, and the kitten is, this kitten is an object, looking, and last a cloth is an object. Understood? I hope you must have written the similar answer. Let's check the next one. Identify the sentences that have transitive verbs. Okay, Jane was reading yesterday. Second is, Jane was reading a newspaper yesterday. She'll return to school after the winter break. She returned the books to the library before winter break. So what we have to do here is that we have to identify the sentences that have transitive verbs. Okay, read the subject and verb, then ask what and whom. So here let's try. Jane was reading yesterday. Here they have given a name, so we need to ask with whom. Okay, Jane was reading yesterday, so we need to ask a question. We'll use what and whom. So what Jane was reading yesterday, or what Jane was reading, are we getting answer? No. Whom Jane was reading? No, this is also not correct. Let's try with the second one. Jane was reading a newspaper yesterday. Okay, what Jane was reading? So we are getting an object, we are getting an answer, a newspaper. So this one has a transitive verb. So B. Next, she'll return to school after the winter break. What she will return to school? Whom she will return to school? Are we getting answer? No. Last, she returned the books to the library before winter break. Okay, when we ask by using this subject, what she returned? She returned the books to the library, correct? So the answers are B and D. These A and C, they are intransitive one. Okay, so the correct answer is B and D. Third one, fill the blanks with objects where possible. Leave the other blanks empty. Jane was baking for her friends. Jane was baking for her friends. Her father went to the market. She asked him to bring. She had borrowed from her neighbor, but it wasn't enough. But it wasn't enough. So let's check that we need to use some of the objects and some sentences where we need not to do so. Let's see. Your answer may vary. These are sample answers only. Okay, in first, a cake. Jane was baking a cake for her friends. So here we need to use a cake. In B, empty. Her father went to the market. It's a complete sentence. Okay. Next, she asked him to bring chocolate. She asked him to bring a chocolate. Correct? So like that you can complete it. Last, she had borrowed from her neighbor, but it wasn't enough. She had borrowed sugar. You can use anything also. Okay. It's up to you. You can write salt also. That's why here I have said answers may vary. Sample answer. Okay, your answer may be different. That's why here already mentioned your answer may vary. So these are sample answers. So need not to just check your answers or tally your answer with this one. Okay, just see you have written the correct words or not. Okay, means correct objects or not. Let's check the next one. Complete the following sentences. Add objects where you need to. Mention if the sentence you have made uses a transitive or intransitive verb. Okay, so we are supposed to complete these incomplete sentences. They have given us incomplete sentences which has got subject and verb, subject and verb, subject verb, subject verb. So we have to add an object, and at the same time once you get done with the sentence you are supposed to write whether the given or written sentence is transitive or intransitive verb. So let's begin. Let's check. I hope you are getting. Simply what you have to do, they have given subject, verb, and what we have to write, an object. Once you write the complete sentence, you have to write the type of the verb which is being used in that sentence, whether it is a transitive or intransitive verb. Let's check. First one, Jane walked to the market with her father. Okay, Jane walked to the market with her father. But for what? That is not been mentioned. Okay, so it is intransitive. Her friend brought. What brought? A bag of chips. What her friend brought? A bag of chips. We are getting answer. But here what Jane walked to the market? What Jane walked to the market? No. Whom Jane walked to the market? No. Both way we are not getting answer. Hence this one is an intransitive verb example. But here we are getting an answer. Okay, we are getting an answer. How? What her friend brought. And we are getting answer, a bag of chips. We are getting this much as an answer. Let's check the next one, which is C. She moved the chair to the corner. What she moved? The chair to the corner. What she moved? And we are getting answer, the chair. So this one is an example of transitive verb. Last, they laughed very loudly. What they laughed? Whom they laughed? We are getting answer, no. Hence this one is also an example of intransitive like this first one. Okay, correct? Very nice. Let's check the last question set. Here what we are supposed to do, this is question number 5. Find the objects in the sentences below and use them with a different transitive verb. Underline the object in your new sentence. The first one has been done for you. Jane was eating a sandwich in the canteen when a bird sat on her shoulder. I'm taking your sandwich because I'm hungry. Okay, let's check about these remaining sentences. The objects have a fixed answer, but the sentences they make with them may vary. Sample answer. Okay, you may write different answer and that answer also going to be correct. It's all about whether you are using correct objects or not. Okay, so let's check the answer. So need not to worry, need not to just cross check with my answers. Okay, your answer might be different. Second, this B, you forgot the yellow folder at home. I'll buy the yellow folder for you. Okay, I just change it. I buy the yellow folder for you. Next, I was looking for the chocolate so I could give it to Sarah. Okay, what I was looking for. Okay, this C. The neighbors gave all the chocolate to Jane, but here we have to use a transitive verb. Okay. Last, did you open your mail? I was delivering my neighbor's mail when her dog started barking. Did you open your mail? Okay. And last is, can you chop the tomatoes for me? So can you chop the tomatoes for me? So we have to do one thing. We have to find out the object from the given sentence and we have to use them with a different transitive verb. That's it. Like in B here, you forgot the yellow folder. Object is yellow folder. Here the object is chocolate. Okay. Here the object is mail. Object is mail. And last one, the object is tomatoes. Okay. So like that we have used them in a different manner. Okay. I hope you must have understood these also. Read these lines carefully and you will get your answers correct. You can write the correct answers if you understand these instructions very clearly. Okay. Now let's check something about active and passive voice. What does it mean by active and passive voice? Let's check. You must have heard about change the voice. Okay, here you can see the police chase the thief. Okay, subject is doer, which is active voice. When you get such type of sentence where subject has started the sentence, okay, or the sentence structure is somewhat like this. Suppose you have written this like subject, okay, plus verb plus an object. When you get such type of sentence structure, that is nothing but an active voice example. So how to change the same into passive voice and what is the difference between active and passive? I hope you can see here, okay, how it has been changed. Let me tell you the steps one by one. Swap subject and object. Okay, this is the thief is an object which we took here. Okay, the police is a subject, so which came here means their places are going to get changed. Next, add the verb to be in the tense of the verb. Here we have used this chase directly. Here we have added was, correct? After that, write the past participle of the given verb. You can see chased. Already it is chased only. Okay. So because this one is a past tense, here it changes once again to chased only. Okay, no changes would be there. But suppose write is there, write changes to written. Okay, third form of the write is write, wrote, written. correct? Fight, fought, like that. Last, we add preposition mostly. This preposition we add, which is by. Okay, this preposition we add mostly, which is nothing but by. Understood? Very good. So forms of to be. To be means nothing but all these forms. Okay, or these helping verbs. In present tense to be form are, am, is, are. In present tense to be form are, am, is, are. In past they are was and were. Future tense be. Like you must have seen, we say will be, I'll be writing, she'll be writing. Okay, like that. At that time we use be. In past participle we use been. Okay, I have been, she has been. Present participle, okay, we write being. Okay, the work is being completed. When we have to show continuity or continuous form, at that time we use being. So you need to remember all these forms of to be, correct? In present tense they are am, is, are. In past tense was and were. Future tense there, that is be. Past participle been. Present participle being, correct? So you need to remember, if you want to write correct answers of active and passive voice, you should know these to be forms. Okay, next one, change in pronoun. Suppose in active voice the pronoun is I, it changes to me when we are going to convert the sentence into a passive one. When we are going to convert the sentence into a passive one, you changes to you, he changes to him, she changes to her, it changes to it, we changes to us, they changes to them. You should know all the changes. Okay, all these are used when we are using active voice. Okay, for active voice, and these are for passive voice. Okay, this column is meant for active voice. Whenever in active voice I is there, I changes to me, correct? I changes to me. Understood? Let's check the next one. These are the examples. Just try and understand these examples. Okay, simple present. Suppose in active the sentence is I write a letter. Okay, now here first we are going to take object a letter, then we are going to use helping verb is, and after that we are going to use third form of this verb. So write changes to written. After that we'll use preposition by, and we have seen in the column I changes to me. So this is the answer. A letter is written by me. Second example, simple past. I wrote a letter. Here also a letter was. Since this one is a simple past, okay, it changes to now was, and everything remained same. Rest everything remains the same. Simple future. I'll write a letter. In that particular column we had seen, we use be form for future. Okay, a letter will be written by me. Understood? Will be written by me. So we need to understand the things very clearly, that there are few changes which happens according to the tense. According to the tense. Next, present perfect. I have written a letter. We know that have, had, all comes under the perfect category. Okay, while making perfect sentences, whether it is a present perfect or past perfect or future perfect, we use have, has and had, correct? Since this one is a present perfect, here we have used have, since the subject is a singular. Okay, have. If this one would have been any singular subject, or she, he or it, then it would have been has. Like here you can see the subject is taking place of an object here, and object has become a subject here. So a letter, how many letters are there? Only one, a letter. That's why here has, a letter has been written by me. In passive we have to use been, that we have seen already. Been. Okay, has been, and after that returns third form. Already it is written, so need not to change. Written. Okay. In past perfect, similar thing. Instead have, we have to use had. Okay, a letter had been written by me. Future perfect, I'll have written a letter. A letter will be written by me. Okay, will been written by me. Or you can write will have been written by me also. Okay, will have been written by me also. Here, next one is present continuous. I'm writing a letter. To show continuity, we need to use being. Whenever any continuous example would be there, we have to use in the sentence being. A letter is being written by me means the work is still going on. The writing of letter is still going on. Hence, we need to show there is a continuity in the given example, and hence we have used being. Correct. And last, past continuous, which is I was writing a letter. A letter was being written by me. A letter was being written by me. Okay, this we have written over here. Understood? I hope you have understood it very clearly. Now, there should not be any problem while attempting the question set which I am going to give you, in which there is a question of active and passive voice. Okay, you will be supposed to change from active to passive or from passive to active. Okay, so I hope you have understood how to do it. So this is the simple homework for all of you. Practice question number 6 to 10, page number 15, and quiz 1 to 3, page number 16. And dear students, please write all the above questions answers in your English notebook. Don't write anything on your textbook. Please, this is a request to all of you. You have to compulsorily complete your homework in notebook. Okay, so do remember this instruction, complete the same. Next time we'll meet with the model answers of the same. So need not to worry, just try your best. Write the question answers without taking anyone's help. I'm there to help you. Thank you so much for watching this video so patiently and carefully. I hope you have understood all the topics which we have covered till date in grammar. Okay, before the actual examination, we are going to revise each and every topic once again. So you need not to worry. So thank you so much. Have a great day to all of you.